Hello everybody, Tetra here. Today we're going to be doing another Sailor Piece video. Now the last time I played, the update was not out yet. It looks like the level cap has been raised up quite a bit. We're going to start off this video by rolling some stats. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time rolling stats yet. As you can see, I got 151. We got human race. That ain't no good. Man, I'm just getting gypped on these races. Now, I heard that there's some good races on here. But your boy Tetra Boy here ain't getting them tonight apparently. Like if I went up there and I typed in like ×5 on there, Shadowborn, wonder what that is. Alright, now we're talking. Alright, well, it looks like I at least got one. One that's worth keeping. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of farming. So we're going to head over here and we're going to attack these guys and see if they give anything. I did a little bit of looking stuff up. I'm going to try to talk a little louder. But I try not to look too much up. I don't want to like ruin everything and just go straight for the meta. I'm kind of an old school gamer. I like to figure things out first, or at least try to. I was playing Golden Sun for any of you guys that are old enough to know what that game is. And I got used to playing modern games, and they just kind of hand everything to you. And I was in a room talking to a guy, and I think it was like a mirror or something, was just like literally sitting on his dresser, and I forgot to grab it. And it just, I spent hours just like wandering around. I didn't completely waste my time. I did do a couple other things I could do. But, I mean, just not used to actually having to pay attention and grab stuff, because he doesn't tell you to grab this item, I don't believe. It's just one of them things you have to know to grab. A lot of games nowadays just, like I said, they hold your hands. I wasn't really prepared for it. That's a game they need to remake. I was playing it and I didn't remember the buttons being that bad. But man, they just, on the Game Boy Advance, for some reason, the regular Nintendo came out like a decade before. And with the Game Boy Advance, you're just like, we're just not gonna like put buttons on this thing. It just ended up not being really good for some reason in that way. You would think, a decade earlier, having four main buttons, the X, Y, A, and B, that everything would have it at that point. No, they just like shoulder buttons is enough. It's just been a rough week this week. I was hoping to get more done, but unfortunately, it just wasn't in the cards. I had a lot of car problems this week. I had to replace my radiator, and that took a little bit. Like, I pulled it out, and I had a buddy help me. I figured just having one person on each side would, that get it done a little quicker. But most of the time he done it, it was in a stick shift, and I got an automatic. And he doesn't really like messing with transmissions like a lot of people. And I'm not really a huge car person, so after we did it, I had to figure out how much transmission fluid, like the volume that was missing because it was going into the radiator. So I had to figure that stuff out. Turn signal decided to go out, and just all kinds of fun this week. And then work's been working us over. I don't know why. I have one of them jobs, like they talk serious because they have to. And then everybody just kind of does whatever after that. And they're like, you guys can't be working overtime. Business is a little slow right now. And then just like nobody fixes anything. So we end up getting hours anyway. And that's not the same for everybody in there, but it is where I'm at. I grew up thinking, you were going to work a job and it was just going to be pretty much suffering the entire time. And there are jobs like that. But man, I lucked out with my job right now. I mean, everybody's real cool. Nobody really wants to be there, so they're kind of lenient. They just, as long as you even act like you care and you show up, they just really appreciate you being there. I'm not used to that. I've been to some real dictatorships where they're like, you're gonna go to your meetings after shift and you just pretty much don't get breaks today. Jobs like that are just really bad. I'm really glad to have the job I'm currently at. There's some really strong guys here too. Is that you, Kirito? Yeah, I've never been here before. I'm assuming these guys probably drop some pretty good stuff too, but I don't know. I don't know if like the same artifacts drop from these guys. I'm not even sure what all artifacts there are at this point. At least I was able to take them out. I mean, at least now I can say I've completed the quest. Well, I think I'm going to hop off here for tonight. I'm already pretty tired, and I've got a long day again tomorrow at work, I'm assuming. So, hopefully, you guys have a good night, and hopefully, I'll see you guys back in the next video. It should be a build your base video. And I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build the base like I did so you can get up the higher waves if you're, especially under 1,000. Hopefully, this showing you and explaining some stuff to you will help you get further. But, I look forward to seeing you then.